How is control of the dark squares important in the king's Indian defense? Have you ever wondered why controlling dark squares is so vital in the king's Indian defense? This opening is all about strategy and positioning, and understanding dark square control can really change the game. In the king's Indian defense, Black adopts a hypermodern approach. This means that instead of immediately challenging the center, Black allows White to occupy it with pawns. The goal is to develop pieces behind a flexible pawn structure, often fianchettoing the king's bishop to g7. This fianchettoed bishop plays a key role in controlling dark squares, especially those around the center and kingside. Squares like d4, e5, and f4 become critical points of focus. If White overextends their pawns, these dark squares can turn into weak points. Black's strategy revolves around preparing for a counterattack once White has stretched their position too thin. The dark squared bishop is a powerful piece in this setup. It helps control the center and kingside, supports pawn breaks like moving a pawn to e5 or f5, and can apply pressure on White's position. If White pushes their pawns too far forward, the dark squares behind them can become vulnerable. Black can then use their pieces, especially the bishop and knights, to exploit these weaknesses effectively. In many games featuring the king's Indian defense, Black's counterplay focuses on undermining White's center and launching attacks on the kingside. Moves like e5 or f5 aim to open lines for the bishop and create pressure on White's pawn structure. If White is not careful, Black can dominate the dark squares, making it challenging for White to defend against threats or initiate their own attacks. Understanding dark square control is essential for both players. White must be cautious about leaving dark squares undefended, as Black can use tactics and piece coordination to take advantage of these weaknesses. Common traps in the king's Indian defense often involve Black sacrificing material to open lines or weaken White's dark squares, leading to powerful attacks. In summary, control of the dark squares is a fundamental aspect of the king's Indian defense. Black's setup is designed to exploit weaknesses on these squares, especially after White advances their pawns. Mastering this concept helps both sides avoid traps and make the most of their position. For Black, dominating the dark squares can lead to strong counterplay and winning chances. For White, being aware of these squares is key to defending effectively and avoiding mistakes.